Hey guys, welcome to my video. As you can tell, today we'll be talking about how to move out of state on a budget. I'm Natalie and I'll be explaining to you how me and my family moved from, as you can tell, Indiana, I haven't changed my tags yet, to Tampa, Florida. So if you're interested in learning how to move out of state on a budget, make sure you stay tuned. I'm new here, so if you're new here as well, please smash the like button and stay tuned for more information how to move out of state on a budget. Hey guys, as you can tell, I came inside. Sorry, it's hot. It gets really hot and humid in Florida. That's one of the things I can share with you if you're trying to move to Florida or into Tampa in general, is that during this time of the year, I'm shooting this in July, it's really hot and humid. And during this time as well, it's like rainy season. That's what my friends tell me. That's the word on the street. It rains at least once out of nowhere, about 5 to 6 times a week. Literally, it's rained this much for the last month and a half. But back to the subject, how to move out of state on a budget, right? That's why we're here. Here's some things I can recommend. I also have tips that I didn't do that now looking back that I would recommend or trying to do. What I did though, first you want to narrow down the state, right? Like I said, I'm from Southern Indiana. Really, I'm from Kentucky. When I moved to Florida, I thought Florida because it's hot, it's nice, it doesn't snow. So what I did was, the job I worked with, I wanted to see if they had another location in Florida. So what I did was just transfer jobs. That's the easiest thing you can do. If you're transferring and looking for a job and not having income coming in and you do find a place, not being able to be financially stable would definitely hinder you. So by staying with a job or staying with your job, you're ensuring that you financially are able to, afford it. I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but the cost of a U-Haul is $1 per mile. $1 per mile. So moving from Southern Indiana to Tampa would have estimatedly costed me $845 because it's 845 miles, right? Not only than that, when I moved, I chose the perfect time because I chose to move when the cost of gas prices skyrocketed. But I didn't use a U-Haul. Honestly, me and my family just packed our most valuable items. I did bring my TV, clothing, and all my personal belongings, and I drove. My husband drove his car, I drove my car, and when we relocated, I bought everything over again. But something that I would recommend, it is moving on a budget. That's what I'm trying to teach you guys or share with you guys. My story is that you can definitely rent a storage unit if you wanted to. And once you got everything together, you can definitely remove your items from the storage unit. Depending on where you wanted a storage unit from, obviously I would say back home, but then the cost of renting the U-Haul to travel wherever you are and travel back, just keep in mind the $1 per mile ratio. So that's something that may or may not help. I hope it helps. Another thing, guys, is where are you gonna live? Make sure to get on a trustful site that you can get on to make sure that no one's just gonna scam you and take your money. It's very hard to have the time to invest and to go into another state, to look for places, look for prices, and for me, Zillow worked perfect. I just typed in how many bedrooms I was looking for, how much I was trying to spend, and I was able to just slide in and get a place. You do not want to be in a hotel looking for a place, not having a destination where you want to go, running the hotel up, running the fees up, running the check up. And like I said, I have 2 children and they always hungry, and eating out every day, that just comes quite expensive. This video is about how to move on a budget. So I would definitely recommend getting on Zillow, looking for a place, and like I said, it's a trustful source, and going that route with it. What's up, guys? I'm back. As you can tell, I changed and to pink. As you can tell, pink's my favorite color. You'll see that in the next video with my Q&A if you continue to watch and subscribe. But I changed, but I thought of some more ideas that may be beneficial when moving on a budget. So let's get into it. So I forgot to tell you guys, when I moved, I waited till tax time. The benefit to moving at tax time, obviously you get a big lump sum. When I moved into the place I moved into, they wanted a $2,000 deposit, which that includes first month's rent, and just the deposit has to match the rent. So it'd be really hard to move on a budget without a substantial amount of money. If you think about it, if you do the $2,000, and let's say if I did get the U-Haul, the $845, it'd be really hard because no one really walks around with $3K. I don't walk around with $3K. So that's something to consider as well when moving on a budget, that if you move during tax time, you'll have the money financially to move into the place that you're looking for. So consider that as well. All right, the last thing I want to leave you with is just some motivation to let you know that you can move on a budget and can move out of state. A lot of people may discourage you not to do it or ask why you want to do it, but just keep in mind, if that's something you want to do, you definitely can do it as long as you have the right mindset. Follow, if any of the rules I gave you. Some of the rules I gave you are not even rules, just things I did, and you definitely can. Don't let someone negativity affect you into doing something you want to do. A little bit of inspiration, if you will, or not. When I moved here, my granddad called me last week and was like, he's thinking about coming here and visiting. Keep in mind, he's in his 80s. He is a retired truck driver, but he's in his 80s. So he was asking me where I live, and I know sometimes I talk fast, so I said to myself, you know, let me slow it down so he can get it. I went through the steps, you know, set the number to my address, set the city, set the zip code, slowed it down. Every time I told him, every time I slowed it down a little bit more. So finally he was just like, you know, Natalie, I'm not gonna be able to get this. We're over the phone now. And I'm like, yes, you can. I know you can do it. I know you can do it, and I'm not gonna hang up until you do it. So I set the numbers. Instead of saying the numbers, the address, the city, the state, I slowed it down and just focused on the numbers 5 times, focused on the street name 5 times, focused on the city 5 times, focused on the state. He already knew I was in Florida, and he knew I was in Tampa. But I slowed it down so many times, and at the end of the call, first he had in his mind that he wouldn't be able to do it. But me giving him the confidence, the boost to tell him, I know you can do it, I believe you can do it, and I'm not gonna hang up until we do it, gave him the boost, gave him the 100% confirmation, if you will, for him to do it. So I'm giving you guys the same confidence. This is what you wanna do. 1,000% you can do it, but you have to believe in yourself in order to do it. That's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell for my next videos coming up, and I'll see you soon.